Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to today's stream, and hope everybody's having a great Wednesday, great hump day. So we are here in San Diego. Gonna do this quick stream for y'all real quick because I have a meeting that I have to go to here in about an hour and a half or so. So I wanted to hop in and do a quick stream for you. So let's just jump right into it. We are here in San Diego. We're going to be flying into San Francisco today. Flight time is an hour and 4 minutes. So let's just jump right into it and get everything going. Let's open up the doors so that they can get the passengers on. They're doing their boarding announcement right now. Sav Strick, what's up, my guy? How you doing? How's work going for you today? Appreciate that host there, buddy. Alright, so let's go ahead and follow our flight plan. We have Lindbergh Tower that is on right now. We should be talking to him momentarily. And let's get stuff going inside of the jet. So first and foremost, stand by. Couldn't hear the briefing that was going on. Alright, so first and foremost, let's let the aircraft know where it is at. We are here at San Diego. And let's go here, get our GPS. How's work going? Good, work sucks, but I'm alright. Hope you're enjoying the streams, my friend. Yeah, man. What's that, Winkles or Winkets or Winkles too? Appreciate the follow. Welcome to the stream. How is your day going? Alright, so let's get everything going. Let's back up here. Alright, so previous page, let the aircraft know where it's at. And pop over the flight plan. We're on the Cup Chase, brother. Alright. You didn't lose yesterday, right? And we're going from San Diego to San Francisco, KSFO. And let's go ahead and talk to Lindbergh Tower to get our clearance 118.30. 118.30.
I would like to welcome aboard our concierge key. Customers concierge key through the doorway marked T10 priority lane concierge key.
Alright, so the passengers are boarding now. So 118.30. And let's talk to Lindbergh Tower, get our clearance out of here. 118.30. Alright. And while we're doing that, let's get stuff going up here. Get our APU stuff going. Hydraulic pumps, make sure I turn those on because I sometimes forget to turn those on. The probes. There we go. There. Probe heats on, emergency lights coming on, and the seatbelt and no smoking signs are coming on as well. Nav lights, logo lights, and beacon and strobe. I'll save those for whenever we get ready to start up. Alright. So let's start the APU. Going to hear the APU starting to spool up here. We lost twice and I lost my first fight, but I'm in the running for the Cattler Cup. You lost your fight? How'd you lose your fight, man? You're supposed to be the bully. Alright.
On behalf of the cabin crew, I'd like to welcome you aboard our flight. As you find your seat, be sure to place your larger carry-on items in the overhead bins and smaller items underneath.
Lindbergh Tower, United 1981, radio check.
For any of your carry-on items, please
1981, Lindbergh Tower, reading 5x5.
Somebody will assist you.
555, Lindbergh Tower, United 1981, requesting IFR clearance into San Francisco.
As a courtesy to other passengers.
United
Once all your
1981,
items
clear
are put
to
away,
San Francisco
please clear the
International
aisle
Airport
and
via
sit
the
down in your
Padres
seat to allow other
departure
passengers to find their
IK
seats as
transition,
well.
then as
If you are
filed.
seated in an
Climb via
emergency
SID,
exit
expect
row,
flight level
please read the exit
340,
seating
5 minutes after
responsibilities in the
departure.
safety card in the
Departure will be
seat
on
back in
Unicom
front of you.
122.8,
Please make sure you are
squawk flight
willing and able to perform
747.
the actions required. If you are not able or prefer not to perform these actions, please let a flight attendant know.
Alright, clear to San Francisco via the Padres to departure. I transition then as filed. Climb via the SID, departure frequency is on Unicom, and 5744 in the box.
United 1981, squawk flight 747, 5747. Remainder of readback is correct. Push and start into the alley is approved at your discretion. Advising ready to taxi.
5747 in the box and push your start at my discretion into the alley, and we'll advise them ready for taxi. United 1981. Okay, so squawk code that we're going to be squawking today is 5747. 5747. So sorry I'm rushing this. As I mentioned, I have a meeting I have to go to in about an hour and a half, so I just wanted to hop in and do this quick flight for y'all. Turn on our yaw damper, stabilizer trim, and mock trim. And in the CDU, let's program our flight. So we're departing via the Padres 2 departure with a IK transition. And we're going to be departing off of runway 27 based on the winds that we have. Right now the winds are showing let's see. Alright, so the winds right now in San Diego are showing what is going on? KSAN. Go. $260 coming from 260. So taking off runway 27 is perfect for us. So we'll execute that. I took on someone much stronger than me since I smashed his player and he stood up, so I did, and he whooped my ass. I did barely lose though. Oh man, that's not good. Alright, so let's look and see what we got here. So we got IK, and then after IK we're going to be doing Risen, RIZIN. Yep. And after Risen, we will connect to Splint. SPLNT. So yeah, man, today I had to deal with more telemarketers calling me. And then we're going to go to Stoked. STOKB. And after Stoked, we have Surfer, and then we'll do Surfer 4. So next page, Surfer, SERFR. And the arrival into San Francisco is the Surfer 4 arrival. And we're going to be shooting for an ILS of 28 left, and we'll catch that at Eddie. Execute that. Look at our legs, make sure we don't have any flight discontinuity. Yep, right there. We already had Surfer there, so I'll just take... no, I didn't want to do that. Alright, hold on, next page. Go here, previous page. Yeah. Bam. Okay. So we are good to go. Everything's programmed in, and now we can do our weight and balance for the aircraft. So performance wise, our zero fuel weight today is going to be 53,398. So 53,398. And then our fuel that we're going to use, our block fuel is going to be 7,852 pounds. 7,852 pounds. Into that, we'll send that out to the aircraft, and we'll set all of our V speeds. And our trim that we're going to need is 5.8 to get out of here. Alright, 5.8, and we're going to be climbing up to, I said 34,000 feet. It's going to be our cruising altitude. Alright, 34,000 feet. Back over here to the CDU, and let's put in our VNAV. So our cruising altitude is going to be flight level 340. And let's go back to the perf. Make sure all that's in. Everything's in there. So we are good. Execute. Looking at the legs. And we are good to go. It was crazy. First time I punched him, his helmet went off. He took me to the ground and got up and punched him like 5 times, and he finished it with an uppercut. He came in with an uppercut and a haymaker. All right, turn on our thrust reversers just in case we have to abort takeoff. Nose wheel steering's coming on now. And the altimeter, I need to get that again. So I can go to the ATIS to get the altimeter 134.8. Pop down here. 134.8. And let's see what the altimeter says. Yeah, I got wrecked.
Linesburg Field 8 is information Juliet 22510. 1300 Niner. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 2000. 20,000 scattered. Field 25,000 broken. Temperature 21. 2.12. Altimeter 3012.
3012.
Localizer. Area navigation and visual approaches in use. Landing and departing runway 27.
Alright, 27.
North of 2 airmen.
Alright, cool.
ASX system in use. Active.
Alright, so our altimeter today is... Let's get these out of the way. And our altimeter is going to be 3012. Pop it. There we go. 3012. Alright, cool. Got our altimeter set. So I think we are good to go ahead and push. So let's pop up here, turn on our beacon, and verify, do a little sanity check, make sure everything's good. Emergency lights, seatbelt signs are good. Let's close the door to the aircraft. And we do not need the chocks anymore. And we don't need the power card anymore. So let's remove all that. And I think we're good to roll. I also ranked Zendo Chara on the Bruins. He's the biggest player in NHL. He's almost 7 foot tall. Oh, dang. Did it take you a lot to put him down? All right. So let's call for the tug to come and connect up to us. And they can remove the jetway as well.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard Flight 1981 with service to San Francisco. Our flight time will be roughly 1 hour and 4 minutes. Please note the cabin door is now closed. We ask that you make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your larger devices are now shut down and stowed. If you have not already, please fasten your seatbelt and verify it is low and tight across your lap. Your tray tables and seat backs must be in the full upright and locked position for departure.
At 173 pounds myself, yeah, I had to bring the heat.
Cabin crew, prepare cabin for
hey,
departure.
you gotta whip that tail sometimes, man. So yeah, I had to deal with telemarketers again, calling me, asking me, hey, do you want to refinance and yada yada. I'm like, no, I do not. Leave me alone and stop calling me. All right, so let's go ahead and tell him to push us back. Move the parking brake, and let's fire up the engines. We'll start with the right engine first. Make sure nobody's behind us.
Please direct your attention to the screen for an important safety demonstration. Thank you for flying with us.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard. I am Alice, and I will be your lead flight attendant for this flight. At this time, we would appreciate your attention while we review important safety information. In preparation for departure, be certain that your seat back is straight up and your tray table is stowed.
Let's fire up the second engine.
Are placed completely under the seat in front of you. Portable telephones are not approved for use in flight. However,
so I had to get in here yesterday and actually toy around with the CRJ a little bit because I absolutely wanted to learn how to do the ILS approaches. It was capturing the localizer, but it was not capturing the glide slope. So I had to get in here, do a little bit of practice to try to figure that out. And I think I was able to figure it out.
Explains the safety features of this aircraft as well as the location and operation of the exits and flotation devices. Your seat cushion serves as an approved flotation device. To remove it, pull up and take with you to the nearest usable exit. After exiting the aircraft, place your
Alright,
arms
get rid of these warnings here. Turn on our taxi lights because we'll commence our taxi here in a bit.
Voice transmission on the data is a little sketchy, but you may be able to get it off of your FMC. Current weather is...
That is the issue with telemarketing act. If not all information is disclosed, that's a Reg Z issue. Yeah, because... And the funny thing was, they called me earlier, and I told them, like I said, who's this? And they're like, oh, this is such and such from such and such whatever company. And I'm like, okay, I'm not interested. Oh, you're not? No, I'm not interested. Oh, okay. And he hung up on me. So I thought it was a done deal at that point. And then he proceeded to, probably about an hour later, somebody else from that company called me again. And I'm like, I already told your other agent I'm not interested. Do not call me again. Remove me from whatever list you have here.
Wrap the straps around your waist.
So let's see how that goes.
Inflate the vest by pulling down on the rib tabs. The vest
Alright, so let's call for taxi. Lindbergh Tower. United 1981. Ready for taxi with information, Juliet.
It is important that you do not inflate your life vest until after exiting the aircraft. As a reminder, smoking is not permitted in any area of the aircraft, including the laboratories.
Number 2
Tampering
behind
with
the
disabling or destroying a laboratory
ERJ.
smoke
Looks like it
detector is
disconnected
prohibited.
though, so you may not be there
On
anymore.
behalf of the
Advisor
captain
if you
and your
haven't sight.
entire crew, it is our pleasure to have you aboard.
Yeah, it looks like he
Enjoy your
disconnected.
United 1981, Roger, runway 27, taxi via Bravo. Lindbergh altimeter 3012.
Going runway 27 via taxiway Bravo, United 1981. Alright, let's get out of here. And let me verify, make it cool. Just want to make sure I went on the aircraft page, because with this aircraft, for some reason, there's a glitch where if you leave it on the aircraft page on the EFB, it'll restart everything. So I just wanted to make sure I wasn't on that. And let's go ahead and set our takeoff flaps 8. And commence our taxi on taxiway Bravo. Come to the house. Let me talk to them. I know, right? Come over here. We need to have some wall-to-wall counseling. Because I've already explained to you, but I don't want it. So we're going to make a right turn here on taxiway Bravo. And the flight time, as I mentioned, into San Francisco is 1 hour and 4 minutes. And that's, yeah. I need to hurry up then, because I have a meeting that I have to be at by 6. So let me hurry up and get this bad boy in the air. And we actually might get there a little bit sooner than 1 hour and 4 minutes. So here we go. Someone gonna get slammed. I know, right? I know, right? Like, catch me outside. How about that? Like, I cannot stand having to repeat myself. If I've already told somebody something once, I'm not going to change my mind. So if I have to repeat myself a second time, I'm not so nice. Once we get up to our cruising altitude, I'll go ahead and start looking at the information for our approach into San Francisco. I think I have some of it already memorized, but I just want to double check it. I got that verbal combat. You got that verbal judo? South Strike gonna hit him with the verbal judo. Hey, look here, mother scratches. All right, told you. Pow, pow. Told you behind. Do not contact me. Oh, man. And then I went in and changed up some stuff on my Twitch channel as well because I had you got me. All right, appreciate it. So I changed up some stuff on my Twitch channel as well because yesterday I had somebody trying to come in and troll. Absolutely cannot stand when people can't just sit and enjoy a stream. They want to go in there and try and disrupt people's viewing experience. So this individual pretty much came in here yesterday and was trying to set me up. I was thinking that he was trying to instruct me how to fly this aircraft because I've had IRL pilots pop in my streams in the past, and they would say, hey, do this, hey, you need to do this, you know, what have you. So I was thinking initially that he was trying to instruct me how to fly this aircraft. Well, what he was trying to do was get me to crash the aircraft because he was saying, and I didn't realize it at the time when I was streaming, but after I watched my stream back and was putting everything together, I was like, this Fulio was trying to get me to crash because he was like, oh yeah, set it to idle, turn off auto throttle, okay, look at the pitch angle, and let go of the yoke. I'm like, no. Like once and then he said full throttle, so I was like, okay, once he said that, I was like, all right, yeah, you're purposely trying to get me to crash, sitting here trolling me or what have you. So I had to go in and change my my Twitch chat up a little bit, and what I was thinking about doing is setting it up to where people have to verify their email prior to chatting, because that would somewhat deter trolls from going to that channel, because if they have to do like an extra step to go in and troll somebody. Avocado, oh my god, what's up my guy, how you doing buddy? It's been a minute.
1981 wind 3009er, runway 27, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 27, 1981. Alright, pop up here, turn on our landing or takeoff lights, whatever you want to call it, and let's hop here on runway 27. Avocado, my guy. How have you been? Thanks for reaching out recently, by the way. Hope everyone's doing well. Hey man, I always gotta check on my my friends and followers. Got to. So is everything all situated now? Nope. Okay. Well, hopefully everything will get sorted out soon. Alrighty, let's roll down this runway. Gears coming up at this time, flaps coming up, and we'll continue our climb.
1981, push the Unicom, have a great one.
Going to Unicom United 1981, thanks for ATC. Alright, so nav, speed, and autopilot. Set it for climb, and the aircraft is going to continue its climb up to 250 knots. Alright, thanks for reaching out recently. Nope, hopefully soon though. Just stressing. So rad seeing you with 2020 now. Man, this thing is beautiful. I love it. Peace be unto you, my friend. Thank you as well. Yeah, this thing is beautiful, man. Like, I've been because I just recently got my new PC. I want to say it's been 3 weeks now. And as soon as I got the new PC, I'm like, all right, well, hey, we're getting a new PC. Let's go with the new sim. 2020 has its tweaks that you have to deal with. not tweaks, but quirks that still need to be fixed. Like sometimes it doesn't follow the SID, and then VNAV doesn't work on all the aircrafts as well. So just a couple of things, but other than that, this thing is just visually beautiful. And I toyed around with VFR, or not VFR, but VR with this, and it's nice. Yeah, I take requests. What's your request? JP Post 2000, appreciate that follow, buddy. Yeah, I take flight requests, so any place you want me to fly, I can do it on one of my streams. So freaking gorgeous. Did you end up going with a pre-built? Yeah, I did. I ended up getting a Digital Storm. It's quite a long flight, like 3 hours. All right, what you got? All right, passing 10,000 feet.
We have now passed 10,000 feet. You may now turn on your larger portable electronic devices. This is also a reminder to please keep your seatbelt fastened while you're
turn off our landing lights.
in the galleys or near the lavatories. This aircraft
and while we're still climbing up, let's pop over and see. Let's see what the approach.
Connect to the Wi-Fi and you'll be able to access our
So
wide
28
range
left
of
of
free
Eddie. Let's look at that one and see what our decision height is and field elevation. So the decision height is going to be 213. So let's pop down here. Throw that in. Now it takes a long time to scroll this bad boy in. But yeah, what's the flight you want me to do? Are you going to get back into simming anytime soon, Avocado? Once everything dies down? Alright, decision height is set, and our elevation is going to be... Oh, look, we're going to have Oakland Center, so that's pretty cool. Our elevation is going to be 13 feet. Pop up here. And then the frequency that we're going to need for yeah, I hope so. Been quite a while now. I don't think I've even had my PC on in months. Really? Alright, so the frequency for is 109.55. 109.55. And let's throw it in on this side. Come on. 109.55. Alright. And we have passed our transition altitude. So we'll set that to standard. And the aircraft's going to continue its climb up. And we should be doing 290. Verify we're doing 290. Alright, 290 on the climb. Detroit, Washington, the KRSW and the A320NX fly-by-wire. Alright, well, you know what? That will be our flight for Saturday. So let me jot that down right now. KDTW to KRSW A320. 8320. Okay, I got it jotted down. So that's going to be our flight for Saturday. Detroit into what's RSW anyway? But the aircraft is climbing up very nicely, and I'm actually going to tune in Oakland Center on 132.2 so I could have it on standby. All right, cool. Got them on standby, so we are all set. So we are just climbing at this time. I just request that if you can find a livery for Northwest Airlines rolling shoe. If you can't, Delta's fine. All right, so you want to do Delta? Because I don't know if I can find the old Northwest livery, the old red one. But yeah, I can do Delta for you. Fort Myers. Okay. So yeah, that'll be our flight for Saturday. Southwest Florida International Airport. Yep, definitely. I got you, my friend. So do you fly on any sims? And I didn't go down my legs to make sure there was no discontinuities. That looked like it, so we are looking Gucci. Not really anymore. Okay, which ones did you used to fly on? But yeah, Avocado, this thing is 2020 is beautiful. I can't wait till they get everything sorted out on it. So it's just as well as works just as well as P3D or X-Plane or FSX back in the day. Okay, all right. I never really fully got to enjoy FSX because I never had a computer that was fast enough to really handle it, and I was always constantly having to tweak it and go in and modify files to get it to play properly, and I'm like, this sucks. But then I was able to, I installed P3D, and it seemed to run a little bit better than FSX. But yeah, never really fully got to enjoy it, especially on like super high settings. Okay, Infinite Flight. All right, I haven't tried that one. I had a streamer in the past who was telling me about Infinite Flight, but I haven't had a chance to dabble into it per se. What's your favorite aircraft to fly? And we have 4,000 feet until we reach our cruising altitude. There is supposedly a C-17. I had the C-17. I have it. The only problem with it is it doesn't look, the interior does not look like the C-17 at all. They basically took the 747 interior from the default model and put it inside the C-17 and repainted it to make it look dark, to make it look black. And yeah, yep, nope. I got it. I flew it one day and I was like, nope, couldn't really tell you my favorite aircraft. Okay, all right. My favorite, yeah, I heard the cockpit wasn't good or didn't exist. It exists, it's just not good. It's the default 747 one. So kills immersion. Yep, definitely does. So the aircraft that I typically like to fly is the 737, the 787, now the CRJ, the A320, and then military wise I like to fly the C-17. But as we were just stating, there isn't a good C-17 model out there yet. The model looks fine that they have on FlightSim.to, but the interior is crap. I also have the Captain Sim 777, which I should have saved my money on. Because once again, the model looks good. The cabin is amazing. Whoever modeled it very well. But what they failed to do was do their due diligence on the instruments and the flight dynamics. So they just took the 747, the default 747 flight dynamics, and put inside the 777. Hit a couple of gauges, but like on the CDU, you can still see where it says 747, and on the ECAS, instead of 2 engines, it shows 4. So a lot of people in the simming community feel like Captain Sim was just on a cash grab with that aircraft and really didn't do their due diligence with it. Then Captain Sim had the audacity to come out and put a cease and desist out on livery makers, saying that it's a violation of their policy or no, they were saying that they would sue anybody who was making liveries for the 777. So I'm thinking to myself, wow, you're gonna prevent people from taking that turd and turn it into something somewhat enjoyable. Well, that was short-lived because like 2 days later, they retracted their the cease and desist and said that people can make liveries for the aircraft now. But yeah, that aircraft is like so broken, like you can't even do direct to with it or anything. All right, we have a little bit before we hit Oakland's airspace, so we're still chilling down here in SoCal. And y'all actually caught me on a off week. Typically, I only do my flight sim streams on Saturdays, sometimes Sundays. But this week, I just had a wild hair and decided to do a flight sim stream just about every day. I did one on Saturday, did one on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and now today. And for the new viewers, I've been flying on Microsoft flights or on flight simulators in general since I was a freshman in high school back in 1996. So I started out with Flight Sim 95, then 98, 2004, FSX, P3D, and now 2020. But yeah, Avocado, I decided, as far as the build, I decided to go with a Digital Storm build. And it wasn't that bad. It came with a RTX 3060, an i9-10900 processor, 32 gigabytes of RAM, and then I want to say it was a 250 gigabyte SSD M.2, but I changed that out and put a 1 terabyte SSD M.2. Yeah, and it didn't take long. It took 30 days. And I was expecting it was going to take longer because of, everybody getting computers now for crypto mining and things like that. I thought it was going to delay the build. And I messaged them and they were like, nope, it's not going to delay it. Better stream, smoother as well. Oh man, this is beautiful. Like right now I want to say I have my settings for FS2020 on high. The buildings and the terrain and the grass, I believe, and the trees, I believe I have those on ultra. And I'm running it on TAA instead of DLAA, whatever it is. And this thing runs phenomenal. So I can only imagine how or X-Plane or FSX or P3D would run on this system. Did you ever pick up 2020, or were you solely sticking with X-Plane, Avocado? And we have quite a bit before we get, well, not that long, until we get into Oakland's airspace. I did, but I need another hard drive. Then that led me down the rabbit hole of needing other upgrades. So on hold for now. Got it. That's usually how it works, right? Like, you upgrade one thing, you're like, oh, I need to upgrade this. Oh wait, I need to upgrade that. And I would have loved to have just upgraded my previous PC, but my previous PC was 11 years old, so I would have had to upgrade the motherboard, to upgrade the CPU, to be able to get the graphics card to be able to handle it. And I'm like, I might as well just buy a new computer. Also, after spending years tweaking, customizing, and setting binds for X-Plane 11, I didn't have the patience to set up a brand new sim. Yeah, facts. I felt the same way when I jumped into 2020. I was like, I'm gonna have to learn how to do the visuals. I'm gonna have to learn how to do the binds, because, as you know, the views aren't set up like how they are on X-Plane and other iterations or whatever. And me coming from the flight sim from Microsoft, previous Microsoft lines, it was always the same binding. You press S, it changes the views. So yeah, that's what happened in my case. New motherboard needed, so if I'm doing that, I might as well upgrade other stuff. Yeah, you might as well just get a new computer at that point. Just might as well get a new computer at that point. So, but I felt like I made a great investment, even after I ordered it, which was kind of my mistake. I didn't do my diligence before I bought it. I was so excited to be able to buy it that I just went ahead, selected all the stuff that I wanted, and bought it. And after I bought it, then that's when I went in and started looking at reviews and things like that. And I started getting a little bit scared, because I saw horror stories where people were saying things arrived not hooked up, or the case was broken, or what have you. And I was kind of scared. I was like, man, I hope I don't have that same experience. But luckily it came well packed. Everything was hooked up. Didn't have any issues running it. See if I can bump the speed up just a tad. Yeah, let's go for that manage. There we go. Leave it there at manage. In the same way with stuff I'm the same way with stuff at times. I know how it feels. A lot of feel is just anecdotal. Yeah. Yep. So I was like, after I bought it, I was like, man, I hope this daggone thing does not, because you have the choice between Digital Storm, iBuyPower, and then there was a third one. I can't remember what it is. And I watched a couple of videos where people were comparing the three. And I mean, Digital Storm was high on people's list, but there were still people who had the horror stories of getting their PC. So what's your favorite commercial plane to fly, Avocado? Because I know you're always flying the C-17. What's your favorite commercial plane? Made a good choice though. Sounds like a super rad. Oh yeah, this thing's a beast. It's a beast. And I will not let anybody touch it. Plane or airline? Airline. Well, plane and airline. But yeah, this thing is a beast, and I will not let anybody touch it. I was the same way with my previous gaming PC. Like if somebody had to get on there and use it for any reason, I'm like, okay, but I'm standing over your shoulder to make sure nothing gets messed up. And how's the audio, Avocado? I hope I'm not coming in too loud for you. For y'all. I jump around between the 757, 767, 737, but also I love the E175s. Yeah, I haven't done the Embraers. But I tell you, I'm really falling in love with this aircraft right here. 747 is fun too, I guess. I don't have a definite favorite. Usually cargo or Alaska or SkyWest. Okay, audio sounds good. Cool. Yeah, I'm definitely falling in love with this aircraft. This one, it makes you work though. Like this one, you can't just like set stuff and let the autopilot do everything. You actually got to do some work. Like you have to manage the speeds and everything, especially on like the if you're flying the ILS, it'll capture the ILS fine, but the glide slope, you have to have stuff dialed in correctly in order for it to capture the glide slope. All those regional ones are super fun. Yeah. And ever since I got the CRJ, I've been doing like little short regional flights, like little short hour-long flights or what have you. You gotta do a flight to Antarctica. Antarctica? Ooh. Where would I originate at to even do a flight to Antarctica? I do that one a lot too. SFO Antarctica and back. How long is that flight? No, North Coast Cali. Okay. Oh, Got it. Arcata. Got it. I like you saying Antarctica. I was like, I'm not trying to fly to Antarctica. Alright, here in a couple of more fixes, we'll be entering Oakland Center's airspace. Sorry, I screwed up my spelling. Did you? Well, yeah, man. So I absolutely miss doing flight sim streams for y'all. But actually, one of the last flights I did was Antarctica in the C5. It took a week. It took a week mission to get from traffic. Ugh, that sucks. Speaking of which, I don't know if I told you, but I just recently retired from the Air Force. Well, I'll officially be done 1 August. I'm currently on terminal leave right now. I heard you were planning. Nice, congrats, man. How's it feel? It feels good, but there's some times where I get bored. And there's so many things like I could do around here. Like I need to start gearing up for school because I'll start film school in September, and got to do some stuff around the house or what have you. All right, let's see how far we are from the top of the descent. All right, not that far from the top of the descent, and we will be descending to 6,000. Go ahead and throw that in. Now we have to cross Eddy at 6,000 feet, so I'm just going to set it to go to 6,000. That way we don't bust any restrictions. That I am not trying to get yelled at by any ATC today. That's another huge hobby interest of mine. Oh, filming? Where are you doing the film school? I'm going to be doing film school in San Francisco. Yep, plan on doing it in San Francisco. And I've already submitted my application and everything, been talking to the Dean of Admissions. Matter of fact, that's the meeting I have to go to here in about 40 minutes. It's with the, they have a guest speaker. It's a director, he's a producer, he's an award winner and stuff like that. So he's going to be guest speaking, and the Dean of Admissions sent me a personal invite to sit in on the Zoom meeting. So looking forward to doing that. And yeah, I'll start at the film school in September. But also, back to the sim, I'm curious. Does Flight Sim 2020 have shared cockpit capability? Alright, let's open the center. Let's go ahead and talk to them. Good afternoon, Oakland Center. United in 1981. Checking in, flight level 340.
United 1981, Oakland Center. Hello, ident, please.
I'm not certain. I thought so, from what I heard. Okay.
United 1981, radar contact 25 southeast of the Morro Bay VOR.
Roger that. Radar contact, United 1981. I'm not certain. I thought so, from what I heard. Nick Reed is another old school ATC. He's rad guy. Is that who this is? Is this Nick? Because every time I've come in to Oakland, I've been trying to catch B-Dub. I know he was streaming the other day. Or controlling the other day. He actually dropped me a raid. Hey! Hey, B-Dub, speaking of the devil. What's up, buddy? You're not old. You're not old. You're just very, very experienced. How's your day going, my friend? This is like an old school reunion. Got B-Dubs, got avocado. Did you stream today, Dubs? Working, my friend, working. Oh, okay, I got you. I would be working, but I'm enjoying the retired life right now. I just, I don't know if you were here when I mentioned it, but I just recently retired from the Air Force, so I'm on terminal leave right now, and then I'll officially be done August 1st. I'm starting to get the flight sim itch again. I may just have to get back into the sim. That's usually how it works, right? That's usually how it works. You take a break from something, and then you see somebody else doing it, watch a couple of videos, and you're like, man, I missed that. So are you going to be streaming later, B-Dubs, or not?
Jazz 8743 information, golf current for San Francisco. Advise you have it. Expect the ILS from 828 left of bridge from RGB.
Golf and
My day off.
for Jazz 743.
My day off today. Back at it tomorrow. Okay, you're going to be controlling or flying?
Alaska 884 depart ARG heading 090. That's for the 28 left localizer after.
Did he say ARG heading? He said ARG.
Depart ARG heading 090 after ARG down to 6000, Alaska 884.
ARG.
ARG.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, Avocado, you need to jump back into it, man. Do you still have your audio set up the way you had it before? With that distinct tone whenever you chime in? Have you switched over to my... Oh, Dubs. Did you see that Hotfix 2 came, or not Hotfix 2, but 5.2 is released?
United 1981, descend via the Surfer 4 arrival. No speed restriction. The Monterey altimeter 3021.
Descend via the Surfer 4 arrival, United 1981. Negative. No until PMDG and FS Labs comes over. Yeah, yep. Going to wait until everything works through. Yep. Yeah, and we were just literally talking about that earlier. Like when new things come out, you have to wait for all the bugs and whatnot to get worked out before you can really enjoy it. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to the PMDG line releasing their stuff. I know the first thing they're going to release is the DC6. Then the 737, then I think the 777 after that. And I think they're supposed to be released by the end of this year.
Jazz 8743 departs speeds, direct Archie. To a final after speed, the 70, 7,000.
Wow, he sounded broken.
And you have to repeat all that for Jazz 743. You're cutting out.
PMDG and FS Labs are working on getting things ready for 5.2. Okay, all right.
Direct G, only 28 left final, and after speeds, just to maintain 7,000.
Oh, that was I forgot about that.
7,000 will depart seats to
When
Archie,
they change from like 5.0 to 5.1
5.1
to 5.2, sometimes stuff isn't compatible anymore. And the funny thing was, I was actually, the other day, I was thinking about reinstalling P3D onto this computer. And I started to download and then I canceled it. I was like, nah, I'm not going to install it. And then the very next day, I saw that 5.2 was coming out.
Alaska 884, you can expect direct 50 for the approach.
Roger, Alaska 884.
All right, here before we hit Surfer, we'll begin we'll be reaching the top of our descent. So we'll begin our descent down into San Fran. And let's see if I can I will stick with P3D for a while until FS2020 gets more improved and stop breaking things. Yeah. Like I know that they're having issues with the some of the aircrafts aren't correctly capturing the SIDS, and sometimes the stars as well. So yeah, they need to really get a handle on that. All right, so let's look at the Surfer arrival. $8,240. 6,000 over at at Eddie, and then we can continue our descent after that. All right.
Alaska 884.
Yeah, I haven't made the plunge yet.
5,000,
Definitely need to get my
884.
system upgraded. So are you just going to upgrade, or are you just going to go ahead and get a whole new system? And we're making pretty good timing. I have about 34 minutes before
Alaska 884.
my meeting starts.
50, cross Sydney at or above 4,500. Cleared ILS runway 28 left approach.
Left direct Sydney, cross Sydney, 4,500 above, cleared ILS 28 left, Alaska 884.
Like I was going to get on and stream probably about an hour ago, but the missus was here doing stuff in the garden and whatever, needed help. So I was like, okay, I'll wait till y'all go and do what you do. Like she was going over to my stepdaughter's house. So I was like, okay, well, I'll wait till y'all go there and then I'll do my stream. And then once I hopped on, I was like, oh crap, this is kind of close to when my meeting is. I don't know. That's the rabbit hole I went down where I still couldn't decide. You might as well just go ahead and get a new system, dude. I would just say go ahead and get a new system. Call it good. But I feel you, because I did the same thing. I was like, well, I could probably just upgrade mine and call it good and whatnot. And then once I saw that my my motherboard would have to be upgraded and whatnot, I was like, I might as well just go ahead and get a new system.
743, you are 13 miles from Archie, cross Archie at or
I think
above
I gave up until the price stabilized. Oh yeah, it is. The crypto mining?
Cross Archie at about 7,000. Cleared ILS 28 left, Jazz 743.
Because GPUs, they usually go for like $400 or $500. They're going for thousands now. Over 1,000.
Skywest 3059, Oakland Center. Hello, ident please.
All right, so we're going to begin our descent down into San Fran.
United 1290, leaving the airspace to the southeast. Los Angeles Center is closed. Radar service terminated. Change to advisory frequency is approved. We'll see you.
Unicom, and also may I climb to at least flight level 300?
I was close to pulling the trigger a couple of times, but that was months ago
will be unavailable.
Okay, pull that trigger. Pull the trigger, Avocado. You know you want to.
Unicom.
Roger, thanks.
That was 3059, radar contact 10 miles southwest of the Shafter VOR.
Alright, we need to send a little bit faster because we need to be at 2,000. Yep, go ahead and pull that trigger, Avocado. At 280. We'll see. You won't regret it, I'm telling you. Have you ever flown the CRJ B-dubs on P3D?
Alaska 884, wind 290 at 19, runway 28 left, cleared land.
Cleared land 28 left, Alaska 884.
Starting adding a trip to the schedule. I will try to be back. Okay, no worries. No worries. Hey, Avocado, have you ever been to Santa Barbara? Negative. San Luis Obispo, though. Okay, all right. Yeah, I've been to San Luis Obispo. We're planning a family trip, which I think is close, right? It's about, I think it's close, yeah. I think San Luis is about 6 hours from here. And then Santa Barbara, I think it's 7 hours. The reason I'm asking, we're planning a trip, family trip there next week. And I'm trying to think what all to do there. And I'll tell you, hotels are expensive around there. Some of them are like 200 and something a night. I was actually looking at Airbnbs and everything, and I found one. It was like an RV. I said to my wife, I was like, "Hey, you wanna stay in this?" Showed her a picture of it. She's like, "What's that?" I was like, "It's an RV." She's like, "That's expensive to rent an RV." I was like, "No, we're not renting it. It's an Airbnb." She's like, "Oh no."
1981 information golf turn for San Francisco altimeter 3019er. Expect the ILS runway 28 left approach.
Information golf current, expecting ILS 28 left for United 1981. 3019er. So we have to change our altimeter over here. Let's go ahead and do that now. And 3019er.
San Francisco wind 290 at 19er.
All right.
JetBlue 1014 information golf is current for San Francisco altimeter 3019er. Expect the ILS runway 28 left.
Not sure if you have USAA, but they sent me some 30% discounts for hotel stays.
Information.
Some promo thing. Yeah, I have USAA. I have them for insurance and
runway 28 left. JetBlue 1014.
for insurance. Yeah. Let's speed this up because we are descending a little bit too fast. So yeah, trying to figure out what all to do. My wife found a couple of things that we can do while we're out there. It's just a matter of figuring out where we're going to stay. But I tell you, Avocados, since I picked up 2020, I love flying to different locations now. Before, it's like I would typically do like the international airports. Yeah, we are coming down a little bit too fast. Let me pick that nose up. Sorry, it's still a little busy. Rich people want to fly. I heard you say something about P3D.
Alaska 884.
Oh, I was asking, have you flown the CRJ in P3D?
Alaska 884.
Check out the USA promo thing. I got it. And did look at something
Farewell.
Okay, I'm gonna have to see if I got that promo thing actually.
Jazz 743, wind 290 at 19er, runway 28 left, clear to land.
Clear land 28 left, Jazz 743.
I have the pro version. It's okay. All right. Is it tough? Is it difficult to fly? Or are you still remote? Oh. Well, to hear at 13,000, around 13,000, and then we'll continue our descent. Yep, work from home the last 10 years. Does that get boring, working from home? And the CRJ is not that bad to fly, just another plane to learn. Yeah. I know this one has been putting me through my paces. Like at first, when I first got it, like I had to switch the simulator over from legacy mode to modern, because when it was on legacy, it just wanted to like serpentine around the course instead of flying straight. So I got that figured out, and then the latest thing that I was having the darndest thing trying to figure out was capturing the glide slope. All right, so we're going to continue our descent down.
Oakland Center, Delta 1211, just like to pick up our IFR
Nah,
clearance
it's not
to
that.
Salt Lake City.
I'll work more
Delta
efficiently from
1211,
home, no
Oakland
distractions.
Center,
Oh, okay,
don't have
all
anything in the
right.
system
I
for
feel
you.
like
Have
I
company
would get
resend when you get
distracted
a
from
moment,
working
please.
from home.
It came up a little fuzzy on that one. Could you repeat that? Delta
Delta 1211, Oakland, no flight plan in the system. Have company resend when you get a moment, please.
All right, keep this because we need to reach Eddie at 6,240 knots.
Oakland Center might be under Delta 121.
Okay, you'll need. I have you connected as Delta 1211 on the ground at San Francisco.
There we
You'll
go.
need to
All right.
disconnect and then reconnect for that. Then
Yeah, I feel like I would get distracted working from
Roger,
home.
I'll go ahead and do that.
Like I noticed, like whenever my wife, like when I was here and I was transitioning out of the military, and I had to like do virtual training or whatever, my family still pictured that I was home. They're like, "Oh, you're home. So hey, can you do this? Can you do that?" I'm like, "No, I can't. I'm in a class." I get to
at
watch.
1981. You can plan the approach from Eddie. I'll have a speed reduction for you here prior to Eddie. For now, just want to maintain 8,000.
It's going to maintain 8,000. You're not in 1981. All right, so let's pop over here. Instead of going to 6,000, we're going to hold it at 8.
San Francisco wind 290 and 19er.
Oakland Center, Delta 121 with you.
Delta 121, thanks. Have your flight plan now. I sent you a PDC.
I get to watch
and you can
these
expect only
fellow
one right
streamers and
information.
work
Golf
on
is current
work at the
for
same
San
time
Francisco.
at some places. This would be a no-no.
Roger,
Yeah,
let's see
true.
if I can,
True.
pull up that,
I know
PDC if
at
it's
my
have
job
official
that would
issues.
be a no-no. Like we can't even have
JetBlue
phones out on the
1014
flight line,
after
even if we're
Archie cleared
sitting in
ILS,
the
runway 28 left
truck
approach,
or something
maintain
waiting to work a mission.
250
we can't
knots,
have
45.
phones on the flight line.
After Archie,
All right, 10,000
cleared,
feet, so let's go ahead and drop it
left
down
maintain
to
250 knots until
250.
Archie and JetBlue 12.
Actually, let's go ahead and take it to
JetBlue
240.
1014.
LA Center, good evening. Frontier Flight 27.
Lights are coming on now.
30010,
We have
southeast
begun our
at
final descent into
Avenel.
San Francisco.
Frontier 2755, Oakland Center, radar contact, squawk 42.
It's good to have 3 monitors. Yep.
4261.
Hey, I'm rocking 3 right now,
Please
B-dubs.
also store any carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat in front of you. Please complete all Wi-Fi related tasks and stow any larger electronics.
Man, I come on for the first time in months and see my 2 favorite streamers. Haha. What time are you streaming tomorrow, B-dub? Work computer has 3 and Flight Sim has 3. Yep. That's awesome. Yeah, my Flight Sim has 3. At one point I had 4. Because I had my 3 monitors and then I had a little touch screen monitor that I used to use for my FMS and CDU. But I haven't hooked it back up. Okay, so flaps 20 at 180 knots, and then okay. All right, so I got about 10 minutes to put this thing on the ground, so I'm probably gonna have to rush off whenever I finally get this thing onto the ground.
Jazz 743, turn left on Echo or Delta. Stay gate number if you have it by chance.
We got Echo made and another gate number just to the international terminal, Jazz.
All right, we're gonna hold
Jazz
8,000
743,
feet
okay,
here.
sounds good. You can turn right on Bravo and then
Well, I
taxi
gotta
Bravo
run for
to the
now.
ramp
Good
on
to
the
see
straight.
you
We'll see
both,
you
and I'll
later.
try to catch you tomorrow.
Right on Bravo,
All
Bravo.
right, B-Dub, or Avocado, take it easy.
United 1981, reduce speed to 210 knots, then descend to maintain 6,000.
Reducing to 210 and then down to 6,000 in 1981. All right. Continue our descent down. Should be on the ground here in San Francisco momentarily. And as I said, once I get onto the ground, I'm going to have to rush and get ready for my meeting that I have.
SkyWest 3230, leaving the airspace to the north. Seattle Center is closed. Radar service
And let's see if we
terminated.
can set it up
Change
for
to
a
advisory frequency is
good,
approved. We'll see you later.
ILS approach. Because I've been trying to master that with this aircraft.
Thanks, you too. United 1981, you're 10 from Eddie. Maintain 6,000 until established. On the final, you're cleared ILS runway 28 left approach. Maintain 180 knots or less until Seaman.
Maintain 180 knots or less until Seaman, and maintain 6,000 until established. United 1981. Alright. Let's get our speed down to 180. And we're going to maintain that. And we're going to cross Eddie at 6,000 feet. And we can go ahead and do flaps 20 since we're at 180 knots. Alright, and switch this over to nav. And let's get set up. Ooh, we're getting shook.
United 1981, I'm sorry, cancel approach clearance. It's not going to work out. Fly heading, maintain 6,000 and flying 050 vector for the runway 28 left localizer.
Maintain 6,000, flight heading 050 for United 1981.
Frontier 2755, descend via the Surfer 4 arrival. Delete the speed restriction, the Monterey altimeter 3021.
Go descend via Surfer 4, delete the speed restrictions. Frontier flight 2755, thank you.
United 1981, you can maintain 180 knots for now. I'll have lower altitude for you here at about 6 miles.
Maintain 180 knots for United 1981. Alright, heading 050 is what we need. Alright, so we're going to maintain this. And we're still looking good. The one thing with this aircraft, you have to manage the speed and everything. It doesn't just...
United 1981, so to maintain 5,000.
Going to 5,000, United 1981.
United 1981, turn left heading 360.
Turn left 360, United 1981.
JetBlue 1014, maintain 210 knots to Rockme, and then 170 knots or greater to Juliet.
210 knots until Rockme and 180 until Duyet. Step between 14.
United 1981, you are 7 miles from Rockme, turn left heading 290, just set to maintain 4,000 until established on the localizer, third ILS runway 28 left approach.
Turn left 290 down to 4,000 for United 1981. Clear ILS 28 left.
United 1981, additionally maintain 170 knots or less to Heeman.
Maintain 170 knots or less till United 1981. Alright, so down to 4,000. Alright. Go ahead, arm approach. And the course that we're going to need is 284. Let me go ahead and update that. Get that nose to come back down.
JetBlue 1014, wind 290 at 19 runway 28 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 28 left, JetBlue 1014.
And we should be capturing the localizer and the glide slope. I have the field in sight. Approach is armed. So just wait for it to catch it. And here momentarily I will drop the landing gear. Go ahead and select our VREF.
Aircraft calling Oakland Center, carrier wave only, no voice, make sure your microphone is not muted.
And continue our approach into San Francisco.
Oakland Center, Arrow 8182, Mike, how do you read?
Arrow November 8182, Mike, Oakland Center, hello, reach you.
Alright, it's capturing the localizer now.
Center, good evening, Arrow 8182,
Should
Mike,
capture the glide slope momentarily. Got
copy IFAR to Van Nuys.
Gears coming down.
Arrow 8182, Mike, roger, clearance is on request.
It has the glide slope now. So at this point, I'm just going
United
to...
1981, 7 miles from trail of a JetBlue Airbus. Speeds are matched at the moment. Number 2, wind 290 at 19, runway 28 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 28 left, United 1981. Alright, so we're going to ride this in. Holding the glide slope is connecting to the localizer.
Center, Arrow 8182, Mike, just to confirm, you said clearance was on request or as requested?
Clearance is on request.
Hey, B-Dubs, I think you're good luck because this is the first time that the aircraft is actually connecting to the glide slope and holding it.
For your planning purposes.
Okay, I will plan for Nuevo 8. 812 Mike.
All right, everybody, I'm going to just go ahead and get it out now. I want to say thank you to everybody who tuned into this stream. Thank you to the new follower that we got, JP Post 2000. And if you haven't done so, if you like my material, please consider hitting that follow button and turn on the notifications so you can see when I am live. Currently, I'm doing my flight sim streams on Saturdays, Sundays, and Mondays. This week has kind of been a fluke week where I've been streaming every day. So, as I mentioned, if you like my material, please consider hitting that follow button.
Arrow 182 Mike, I have the amended clearance available for you. Advise when ready to copy.
Center Arrow 8182 Mike is ready to copy.
Arrow 8182 Mike, thanks. You're clear to the Van Nuys Airport Nuevo 8 departure. Salinas transition, Sierra, November, Sierra. Direct Fellows VOR, Foxtrot Lima Whiskey. Then as filed. Climb via the SID, except maintain 5,000. Expect 9,000, 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 132.2. Squawk 4320.
Arrow 8182 Mike is cleared to Van Nuys Airport via the Nuevo 8
What time do you get
departure.
done with work, B-dubs?
Foxtrot Lima Whiskey, and then as filed. Climb via the SID, maintain 5,000, expect 9,000 after 5 minutes. Departure frequency 132.2, squawk 4328.
Arrow 8182 Mike, the beacon code is 4320, 4320. Otherwise, rest of your read back was correct. Expect runway 28 right for departure, Oakland altimeter 3020, wind 270.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we will be on the ground here momentarily. And the aircraft is handling phenomenally today, capturing the glide slope and everything. So I think I figured everything out that I need to figure out as far as flying this thing.
JetBlue 1014, turn left on Echo, and then turn left on Alpha to the ramp. This frequency, we'll see you.
Left Echo and left on Alpha to the ramp on frequency JetBlue 1014.
Frontier 2755, information Golf current for San Francisco. Advise you have it. Expect the ILS from lane 28 left approach.
Okay, ILS 28 left, we have Golf 2755.
This is a beautiful approach. I love approaching
San Francisco,
into
wind
San
290
Francisco.
at 19er.
And when I get within 500 feet, I'll take control of the aircraft and bring it in the rest of the way. All right, man, that's beautiful. A little bit above the glide slope. Bring the speed down just a little bit to get us back on Pappy. All right, autopilot's coming off at this time, approach is coming off at this time, and I have the aircraft.
Center Arrow 8182 Mike is ready for taxi.
Arrow 8182
reverse is
Mike, thanks
RR.
runway 28 right, taxi via Charlie and Bravo.
28 right, taxi via Charlie and Bravo 8182 Mike. Oakland Center, Delta 121, ready to taxi from Ramp Golf.
All right, we have
Delta
made it.
121, Oakland, hello again. Information Golf is current, and if when you have it, runway 1 right, taxi via Alpha and Alpha 1.
Okay, we got Information Golf, and we'll taxi to runway 1 right via Alpha, then Alpha 1, Delta 121.
All right,
United 1981, turn left on Echo, and then turn right on Bravo, and then taxi Bravo Delta to the ramp on this frequency. We'll see you.
right on Echo, or left on Echo, right on Bravo. 1981.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to San Francisco. The local time is 5:37 p.m.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we're going to go ahead and taxi down the taxiway. I'm probably going to have to disconnect before we make it to the gate. So I want to take this time to say thank you to everybody who popped into the stream. And if you haven't done so, please consider hitting that follow button. I stream on Saturdays, Sundays, and Mondays, flight simulators. So until next time, y'all have a good one. See ya.
Delta 322, ready.